everybody. I'm just here to show you the build I was going for this Season 7 journey. So, let's start off with the items. Of course, you have the 6-piece set. The Hellfire Amulet. I picked that just to give me that extra passive, give me a little extra damage. We'll go through the skills a little bit. Bracers, you can basically pick whatever you want. I just went with this. Gives me a little bit of extra damage against stunned enemies. Lamentation is a great belt and stacks up to 2 times onto enemies, which means it basically does 3000% damage. Great item. Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Because of this skill here, Wrath Berserker gives you a lot of increased damage. You want to try to keep that up as much as possible. So when you hit with Whirlwind, which is a resource spending attack, or Rend, you lower that cooldown by 1 second. Very, very good ring. Convention of Elements gain 151% increased damage. It goes up to 200% for each to a single element for 4 seconds. Basically, once every 4 seconds, every 16-20 seconds, you get to basically do almost, well, with this ring, 1.5 times damage. Could have up to 2 if you have it cubed, or if you get a decent roll. Now these swords, these are the main swords for this set. They increase fury generation by 10, which is how we keep this up, because normally it degenerates. And it increases your movement speed and attack speed by 30% while you are in Whirlwind. For gems, legendary gems, I went with Taiga. Gain 3.4% increased damage for 1.5 seconds when you spend resource on a challenge skill. Effect stacks up to 10 times. Well, when you're in Whirlwind, see right there? Yeah, it stacks up to 10 times and increases your damage. Now that'll be increased by another 25% because of the Berserker skill. Being in the Trapped is great because you're always up close to enemies. You want to increase your damage as much as you can. It increases it by 25.5%. This gemstone is critical for this Whirlwind build. The first part, not so much. It helps. The healing increase is very helpful, but the immune from control pairing effects from the level 25 passive is just unreal. I had no idea how unreal it would be. This is new, they just changed this. Perfect for this build. For my helm, I'm trying to keep cooldown as low as I can for this, so like well, that's a 50% life. I'm going to be re-rolling that in the future. But you want to try to keep cooldown as low as possible so that you can keep Wrath of the Berserker up as long as possible and as often as possible. Speaking of skills, of course you have Whirlwind. I put Wind Shear on to gain Fury for every enemy struck, just to keep my Fury up at max. Rend, obviously it's just wound nearby enemies, causing them to bleed heavily, does a massive amount of damage. I put Lacerate on, it does even more damage. Ignore Pain is a great way to get out of a situation where you're about to die, because it reduces the amount of damage you take, and it increases your life regen, or in this case my life for spending Fury. Warcry is great, it increases your armor for you and your allies for 120 seconds. Battle Rage increases your damage by 10% and your critical hit chance by 3. And I put on Swords to Plowshares. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Critical hits heal you and your pets, which which is helpful. And then of course Wrath of the Berserker, which gives you increased critical hit chance, attack speed, dodge chance, and movement speed. And I put the Insanity rune on, which gives me an increase of 50% damage. It's huge while it's active. So, for your passives, I put 40% additional damage to enemies below 30% health. If you don't have this Hellfire Amulet with the Berserker Rage passive, you want to go put the Berserker Rage in here instead. What Berserker Rage does, as soon as I find it, right here, you dealing 25% additional damage while near maximum fury. I'm always near maximum fury, therefore you want to keep your damage up. Yes, this gives you 40%, but it's only to enemies below 30% health. This gives you a 25% additional damage all the time. So if you have the Berserker Rage on your Hellfire Amulet, then go with Ruthless in your passives. Weapons Master, just to increase my fury per hit, because I have 2 mighty weapons equipped. Unforgiving, so you don't degenerate fury. And Rampage, basically you gain 1% strength for 8 seconds after killing an enemy or assisting in killing an enemy, meaning you can just be around the enemy when it dies. And it stacks up to 25 times, meaning you get 25% increased strength, which is basically 25% increased damage. So, that's my build. This was a really fun build to play. I'm still enjoying it. I'm doing about Torment 8 quite easily. I'm about to do Torment 9. I crit for right around the billion. Especially with Wrath of Berserker on. When Wrath of Berserker is not on, I crit for between 2 and 600,000. It's a pretty decent build. It's not anything like Demon Hunter's damage, but you can hold your own on this and get fairly high in the Torments and the Greater Rifts. So yeah, that's my build. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be posting a new video of possibly No Man's Sky soon. My brother was nice enough to buy that for me, so I plan on doing a video on that. Unfortunately, it's kind of broken on most PCs right now. Thankfully on mine it's not too bad, so I'm thinking of putting one up. Let me know what you think, and follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/SchusterMcGee, and go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SchusterMcGee, to follow me when I do live streams. Alright guys, take care.